what's up?
Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
And I'll say this for everyone that is a truth speaker, me being included, Keys included, Dick Gregory included, we often end up being martyrs speaking the truth, and in corporations and political structure which arm you and teach you to be fake in order to preserve your capital. That's why I say there is no culture within the African American community. We throw that culture word around a lot and often won't back each other, especially in the music business. There is no music culture. There are instructions that we are given. So when you see in YK Osiris break down and say, hey, Lil Baby don't rock with me, Drake don't rock with me, and people are saying, well, why would he care if those men rock with him? Because he's been sold a lie his entire life that if he gets to this status, that people will like, love, support you. And then when you're not hot anymore, people stay away from you. Steve Martin has a good book, and the title of the book is so good that you don't even need to read it. Be so good that they cannot ignore you. Be so good they cannot ignore you. My guy C-Boy, shout out to C-Boy, he told me this back in the day. Get so hot that nobody on earth can tell you no. So if I'm able to produce at a high level and I'm able in partnerships to help my partners make $1 million in a day or $5 million over the course of a couple years, or if I'm able to help Meta change the valuation of his business and revamp the business totally and actually get people interested in the metaverse and improve Instagram while improving the platform to make it not look like TikTok and be something more innovative, that drives the value of that stock back up to $216 billion. If that's the case and I get 25% of that, where does that put me in a Red Panda Rebellion? I don't want the brother to fall apart, and I'm not making fun of him. But I always say, Ye doesn't have these rants when them deals are going well. Learn from others' mistakes. My grandmother always told me, it's better to learn from the mistakes and sayings of others than to commit them on your own. Pray for the brother, yes. But put things in place where the circle that you have around you supports you and loves you truly. There is no envy. There is no jealousy, and they will help you thrive. Let's go through a couple more stocks and then we can bring Keys on. You guys have heard me talk about this derivatives market a lot. If you don't want to actually trade, this is a managed futures ETF, KMLM, that you could potentially invest in. I would not buy it now. The current price is at $38.80. I would not touch it here. Potentially right underneath this 200 moving average, around maybe $26.95, it could be a good buy. So this ETF trades futures, and the results, since the futures market has been up and the rest of the market has been down, this fund has done pretty well. Let's look at another one, FMF. This one has been up 15% for the year, and the fund is currently net short. I don't like it at this current price. So if I go look historically at the price, there's always tops up here. So around these levels, look at this. This is a triple top. This is a triple top at that 57 area, right? Key lesson for traders, you have to find where that double bottom or triple bottom is. So in 2018, it went down to $37.80. I like it around this $41 area. I would not touch it at the 200-day moving average. At $48.16, that's a little bit high for me. I would probably put my order down here at $44.33, or if I can get it at $41.05. Please put in chat, the previous prices on a chart represent where hedge funds and big investors have voted to buy. You don't have to guess. You literally do not ever have to guess when is the best price to get into something. The money that is printed and where it's been bought will tell you before these are the best areas. Now, what would be a bad area to buy? So I made this mark here. Anything that hits this 75% area or above, I would not touch. This is for all stocks. You want to buy in the trenches. So when I say, hey, load the boat, you don't want to buy here because now you only have 25% of space to then go up. So if we look at Tesla, going back the last 5 years, This is 2021. The area to stop buying was 311.69 according to what that 75% is, right? So if you look at 313.83, the level to stop buying, it's only fallen down since there. You want to once again buy in the trenches. Your first spot would be 25% off. And you see this all the time. And I tell you with Trapping Out, when we have a conversation about the market, our prices are going to be dollars within each other. So if I say, hey, buy Apple at 100, his price usually would be 103. Or if I say, hey, buy 114, he's like, hey, buy 112. The 200-day moving average on Tesla is at $78.31. The 25% area or 75% off is $112.48. So this would be the first area I would look to buy. Yes, it takes time. Yes, but patient investors get paid more. Then if you look here, you can see the 50% off area is roughly $190.41. Those are the only two areas in which you should be looking to buy large amount of quantities. So if I of those shares, so if I had $10,000, I would put 5K here, and then I will put another 5 here, and you'll be good. I know people overstate technicals. Once again, follow one person, even if it's not me. But if you choose to follow me and me only, because even that, and I want you to calculate this, please write this down. What is the return on advice that you are getting from the person that you're following? Return on advice. So if we go back to Bitcoin, man, I got me fired up now. So if the all-time high was 69,355, the stopping place, once it got to that high, and even previous to that, the high was 65,365. The area to stop buying, so please write this down. The area to stop buying is just as important as when to continue to buy or when to start buying. So 52,796, this is a no-buy zone. Shout out Trick. This is a no-fly zone. No buys here, right? Where are the areas to buy? Half off will be 32,271. I said Bitcoin would go to 20. And to be honest, fibs are probably the 7th best way to get into the market. And probably maybe the 10th if you are in Red Panda. I know some of you have been asking about, hey, when's Alpha going to come back? For 2023, we're going to set the world on fire, and I'm going to bring Alpha back so we can get some big wins. The 25% mark off the all-time high for Bitcoin, if we look at this price, is 19,697. There's nothing to argue about. Math, please write this down. You cannot argue with the certainty of mathematics. That's why I always say, opinion in investing does not matter. My number one question, net worth, what is your return? And then also, why don't I see some of y'all at these meetings when I go? If you don't like me, for those of you who do like me, attend the next meetings with me, right? Because it's easy to talk. My grandma always say, money talks, BS walks, right? It's easy to talk about a stock or talk about where to get in. But if this is the 7th best way, so when I told you when it was up here, this wasn't even a calculation that I was using. Once again, fibs may be the 7th best way to get in. So imagine the real price. Tonight, Keys and I reveal the price we think we can get to. And look, I have a couple prices marked off. 9,744. Cannot argue with math. And the lowest price is 4,445. Now I'm going to give you some insider's ball for real. And if everybody in New York and New Jersey be like, yo, pause in the car. I'm not pausing nothing. Everything ain't pause worthy. Let's grow up and be adults. 4,400. If I had 100 grand, well, let's say 10 grand, I will put 5 grand down at this price. I will put 2,500 here. And I will put another 2,500 here. So if Grayscale buys a bunch, Winklevi buys a bunch, let's say in a strange world, Ethereum ends up buying a bunch, Citadel or Meta buys a bunch, Elon buys a bunch. Let's say there's another prop firm or a hedge fund that buys a lot. And now if I'm looking and my average cost price in is $11,289.33 if that ends up being my average price, which is like right here in this area. If we shoot back up to 52,000, I'm looking at 4 to 5x, and if we get to 69,000, I will be elated. Please put in chat, I will buy in the trenches. If this has been helpful, please put yes in chat. But I want to go, it's been a while, so I want to go through like 20 stocks for you guys. And if you guys want me to do more of these presentations like this, please put more presentations. If not, I would just save them for Stock Club. Go to joinredpanda.com if you want to join the Stock Club. The price will be going up in 2023. So please join while the price is low. Now, price will double for those of you who are asking. Washington Federal, FAWD. So we can see here in 2009 was the all-time low, of course, $9.75 and went up to $38.26. I don't like it currently. If I were to get it, I would get it maybe at $21.42. Let's go to United Healthcare, a company I do love. White candles are upward candles. Healthcare space is one of the spaces that is almost recession proof. I do like United. Prices for United I will put in Stock Club, but you see the difference in this stock versus, let's go back to Peloton real quick, not to beat up on that company, but if we look, the 200-day moving average is up here, sliding down. If we look at United Healthcare is up and to the right. Please remember, whenever you're looking at a stock, you want the stock to look like this. You want it to be going up and to the right. You want it to be going up and to the right. Healthcare is a business that is pretty much recession proof. I like Lilly, United Healthcare for sure.
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem.
Your
Whole
boy.
crew going up. I know they can't stand it.